Hey folks, so today I got a really beautiful Epiphone Sheraton with abalone and also Real Mother Pro inlay, but it has absolutely no signal when I plugged it in. So I just backed out the nut for the output jack, and I'm really happy to see that there's a disconnection. So there's nothing else to really work on other than repairing the connection. But I want to show you two things to pay attention to when it comes to working with output jack and also a semi-hollow. Number one, okay, if I take my phone off from my rack, you can see even though this doesn't need repair, there's barely any solder on the back of this keeping this stuck. So I would add some solder in there. And number two, how do we get this guy back into a semi-hollow without any control cavity cover on the back? I'm going to show you with a very simple trick. Alright, so the output jack has been soldered back together. We're going to also add a locking washer to the jack so it does not spin out and also disconnect on its own when it's inside, hopefully delaying the next output jack repair for, I don't know, much longer. So I got myself a length of wires in here. These are actually telephone cords, believe it or not, that I got from this house when I gutted the basement. So I am going to thread it and tie a knot. Okay, so to hold the output jack, but after I thread it through the guitar. Oops. Almost did it in the wrong order. Okay, and these wires are great because whenever I do any sort of work with an acoustic guitar output jack, I can fold it like this and it fits perfectly snug in an output jack, and I can yank it from the outside from the inside to the outside of the acoustic guitar. So that works great. So I'm gonna actually thread this telephone cord into the guitar and fish it out. Yes, using it like a fish tape. And sure enough, really easy. And I would put the locking washer and tie a knot. And once I'm done, I'm just gonna back out the entire cord and undo the knot. The knot is going to help me push the output jack up when I pull. There we go. Perfect. There's not a lot of the jack sticking out though, so I'm having second thought about using the locking washer, but we'll see. Maybe I have a thinner washer. I don't know. Oh boy. I wish I have a jack that extends a little bit further out, but it's working perfectly as intended, the fish tape at least. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to get it out. I would highly recommend you to use a needle nose plier of some sort. Reach inside the guitar. Yeah, unfortunately, this locking washer is just way too thick for us to be able to use. Okay, let's see if I have something else in my bag of goodies. Drawer of goodies. Yeah, I do have a thinner washer, alright. I can feel it's thinner. Let's see that. Hopefully that's gonna work. Second time's a charm. And I'm happy to report that these Korean-made Epiphone guitars have nice parts, including a particularly thicker piece of metal for the output jack. So we know it's not that incredibly easy to break. See, oh yeah, perfect. So now it's sticking out a lot further than before. looks like I'll be in the market for thinner volume washers next time. So how do we tighten this, right? So I've gone through this in another video. Let's get this wire out first. Get that out of the way. Undo the knot, just pull it out like that. Easy. Alright. Then I'll get my flathead screw. Not any flathead screw. Narrower one that I have that I use to adjust also bridges, saddles as well. So what we do, an adjustable. Too lazy to find the right size, probably 1/2 inch. And to stop it from spinning, I'll just use a screwdriver. And yes, you can buy the gripper, but this just works as beautifully, and it's much cheaper. All right. Hopefully, this is educational and helpful for those of you who are in a similar situation. Yeah, that works.